guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we will be learning how to convert a number of integer format to a number in Roman format through Python. So before we begin with the programming part, let's just get clear with the basics. So over here I've taken two lists. In the further part of the video you'll get to know why. So let's just say that I've taken a number 674 for that matter, and I need to convert this into the Roman format. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look into the list and I'm going to find the number that is closest to this and less than this. So if you don't understand what I'm saying right now, you'll get to know within some time. So the number which I'm going to be selecting will be from this list. So the number that is less than or equal to 674 over here is 500, and it's the greatest. We won't take anything like 400 or anything like that. We'll take the first number that is less than or equal to 674. So the Roman format of 500 over here is gonna be D, right? So let's just write down over here, D is equal to 500. Now that D is equal to 500, we are going to subtract this 500 from 674 and we'll be remaining with 174. Now that we are remaining with 174, we are going to take the closest number, the number close to 174 from this list that is less than or equal to it. So we are going to take 100. Now that we have taken 100, the Roman format of 100 is C, right? So we'll write down C is equal to 100. Again, when we have taken 100, we are going to subtract this from 174 and we will be remaining with 74. Now that we are remaining with 74, we are going to again check from this list the closest number that is less than or equal to 74, and it's 50 obviously. So the Roman format of 50 is L. So 50 is L is equal to 50. Yeah. So now when we subtract 50, we are left with 24. Now the number closest to 74, no sorry, the number closest to 24 over here that is less than or equal to is 10. Alright, so the Roman format of 10 is X, so X is equal to 10. And now when we subtract this 10 from 24, we'll be remaining with 14. Now same applies over here, the closest to 14 is again 10. We subtract 10 from 14, so let me just write the 10 again. So X is equal to 10 and we are left with 4. And now the Roman format of 4 is obviously 1v. So yeah, so as you can see, using this logic, we have obtained the Roman format of 674. That is, let me just write it down clearly. It is D C L X X IV. So you guys can Google it also. This is the Roman format of 674. Now let's go ahead to the programming part. Right, so now that we have understood the basics, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a variable that is going to store the integer format of a number. So it's simply just going to be X is equal to int input and number. This is going to be the number that the user is going to enter, and after that I'm going to create a list which is going to store a list of integer numbers. It's going to be in a specific pattern though, so let me just name it as num or number. Okay, num is equal to, yeah, let's just do it. That's going to be in the, I'll explain this pattern later. For now, just keep a look at it. 1, 4, 5, 9. A major drawback of this program is that it only goes up to 1000 and it can't go more than that. I'll figure that out later. I'm still learning. Sorry. So now, whatever integer numbers we have taken up, their respective Roman formats will be written in the variable Roman. Like for 1 it is I, then for 4 it is right. So now that we have stored the Roman format, what we're going to do is we're going to create a variable I, which is going to store the length, that is going to be 12, and we have to note that the length for num and the length for Roman should be the same, because we're just taking their corresponding Roman values or their corresponding integer values. So yeah, so when I is equal to 12, after that we're going to start with the logic. Before we begin with the logic, we'll create a variable called answer in which we'll store our value. Now obviously our answer is going to be in the form of Roman format, and as you can see over here, the Roman format is in quotes, which is obviously string. Right, so let's just begin with the loop. Here I'm going to be using while loop because it's easy to structure and format the code. Right, so what over here we're going to be checking is the number that the user is going to enter. Right, no, sorry, it's not supposed to be num, it's supposed to be x. Yeah, while the number that the user is entering is not equal to 0, we need to check some constraints over here. We're going to check that if number of I is less than equal to x. So when I is 12, so the first value over here, num of I, is going to be 1000. We have to make sure that the number we are taking is less than equal to 1000. If not, then what we're going to do is we are going to go to the else statement. So again, if you take a number like 674, now 1000 is not less than 674, so we're going to go I is equal to I minus 1. So it's going to go 900, same applies for 900, and when we come to 500, this condition becomes true, and further the logic continues. Let's just run this and check. 674. Right, so as you can see, we have got this output. That's it for today. Thank you. If you enjoyed this video, like, share and subscribe.